considered Muslim. I visited dozens of masjids where strangers slid their feet away from me, never wanting to put themselves next to me. This year alone, I have been asked by far too many people how in the world I could possibly be Black and Muslim at the same time. Let me lay down some things before I get ahead of myself. I am not a convert. My people were not colonized by the Arabs, and my land was not better off with your missionaries. And for God's sake, I can be Muslim and Black and not from Sudan. Let me tell you about Ethiopia, of Kenya, Somalia, of Tanzania and Cape Verde, of Gambia and Rwanda, of people so diverse and pigmented a lot like me, of people who practice what you practice, and people who pray just as someone from the Middle East might, and people who eat and people who bleed, people who live and people who love, people who are born just as all else are born, and people who will surely die just as anyone else would. I am just as much Black as I am Muslim. I love dance hall and reggae just as much as the next Black girl, and African music brings out an almost innate rhythm to my hips. I want to be able to azonte right along with you. I want to be able to wear my dashiki proudly and talk about my natural hair remedies with you, whether you can see my hair or not. I want to identify with your struggles, to find alliances and others who reflect the ebony of my skin. Why am I not Black enough? I too am told how odd it is that I speak so white, and I too was bullied because my curls yearned to touch the sky and didn't fall past my shoulder blades like everybody else's. I too have aunties that look at me pityingly and tell me day in and day out how much of a shame it was that my beauty of a mother married such a dark-skinned man. My beauty too is equated with the darkness of my skin, and I too know the benefits of lemon juice, and I too know that Diana is more than just a name. My intellect too is judged by the manner in which I converse, and I too am expected to be able to jump high, run fast, and play basketball or whatever, and I too am called ghetto if I so much as reach for something glittery, but that's the problem. In a world where my skin brands me and forces me to be treated just as anyone else with a darker hue would, I still don't fit all that neatly into this Black box. My Islam spills over the sides, you see. I'm a triangular mess being suppressed into a rectangular prison. My hijab shields my curls and all gifts from Africa from view, and my hayat makes me rethink every action and every word. See, just as much as I am Black, I am also Muslim. I proudly don a scarf over my head and proclaim my beliefs to the world. Muhammad ﷺ is the final messenger. I pray 5 times a day, and my heart belongs in Medina. With every fiber of my being, I believe in La ilaha illallah. With one glance at me, my beliefs are kind of obvious. You'll never ask if I ordered that bacon cheeseburger. No one will ever bother to buy me a drink, and y'all already know that abstinence is a major key. I don't want to have to choose between my race and my religion. My brethren are all those who proclaim the Shahada, and my people are those whose blood runs on the savannah. I interweave what comes with the midnight of my ancestors and the wholesomeness of my deen, but these days I feel like I'm just ripping at the seams. Do I save Syria and strive to free Palestine, or do I assert that Black lives really do matter and Black girls really are magic? Can I even claim that the East is even on fleek while I wear my qamar? To be Black and Muslim is to be in a society where I fail to come off as truly Black because I don't exhibit Blackness, and I'm not truly Muslim because my culture is too ambiguous. The most marginalized person in all of North America is the Black Muslim female. Fact. It's sad that the first real lesson my mom ever ingrained in me was that because I am Black and because I am Muslim and because I'm a female, I gotta work 3 times harder. Being Black and Muslim is living with the knowledge that most people have a prototype that I just don't fit. Being Black and Muslim is when 2 different worlds of internalized institutional racism collide. It means not being trusted, but the first to be suspected. It's being told that people like you have no real value and being subjected to random checks into carding. It's not being able to wear hoodies and dark clothing at night or wearing a khamis to the airport. Being Black and Muslim is being wholly victimized for your race and your religion. Being Muslim and Black means realizing 10 years later just what that kid meant when he called you his brownie. Sorry, I lost it. I'm so pissed off about that, I don't know if you can tell. Being Muslim and Black is realizing that people will always see your skin color first and your deen second. Being Muslim and Black means walking on the tightrope between my religion and my ethnicity, a tightrope that threatens to transform into the very noose, the noose that my people still hang from. Being black and Muslim means getting to wear a bati to Tarawih, and being Muslim and black means the same as being South Asian and Muslim, and being Latin and Muslim, and being East Asian and Muslim, being white and Muslim. My Africanness does not contradict my Muslimness, and I have learned that these are actually complementary. Islam has no race, and race doesn't limit the scope of my religion. All of mankind is from Adam and Eve, and any of you who question the legitimacy of my identity, my answer is this. My melanin and my deen, they're at peace. I am both, I am black, and I will always, always be unapologetically Muslim.